So I decided that I wanted to create an all standing flow, and this is what you get. I wanted to create a flow that is all on our feet, that doesn't put any pressure on the wrists, because I have some joint issues and osteoarthritis, and I want to try a little flow where we stay standing the whole time and we explore some movement that has to do with our hips and our hamstrings and maybe some balance and stuff. That's all on our feet. So I'm going to have a strap and some blocks available to me in case I want to use them. So if you have those and you want to get them now, go get them and meet me at the top of your mat. Let your feet come to a parallel position, hips distance apart. Go ahead and close your eyes and just come into your body and feel your feet rooted on the ground. Since we're going to be on our feet the whole time, let's just take a minute to really feel it. So I always kind of put a slight bend in my knee just because I like to feel that weight, and I can rock back and forth from my toes to my heels, lifting my toes, back up on my toes. And it kind of gets me really in touch with my balance, even more when my eyes are closed. We'll get into that a little bit more later. All right, come to a neutral, come to Tadasana. Mountain pose, palms facing forward, feet rooting into the ground, head reaching up, shoulders drawing back and down your spine. Heart lifting, your belly is drawing in. So we're not really tucking our tailbone, but we're drawing that belly in. Just feel that space for a moment. Start to follow your breath in and out, deepening the breath. On your next inhale, raise your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, palms out, they come down. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, down. Inhale, maybe a little back bend this time. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling back up. Little back bend. Exhaling forward. Keep moving with your breath. And then stay down. Hold on to your elbows. Give a slight swing back and forth. I want you to bend like you're bending, even getting your thighs parallel to the ground, so maybe even farther than a chair pose, reaching your arms parallel. So your thighs and your arms are all at the same level. Just stay here for a second. Feel the power in your legs. Feel the power in rooting your feet into the ground. Big inhale. On an exhale, releve up to your toes. Sorry, ballet terms. Lift up onto your toes, arms back behind you. Reaching those fingers. Energize, energize, energize. Heart is pulling forward. Exhale. Arms come parallel to the ground. Inhale. Reaching back. Reach those fingers back. Squeeze those arms together. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. High up on your toes. Heart reaches forward. Fingers reaching back even more. Exhale. And then fold forward. Oh, maybe shake your legs out a little. I got little sugar ants on my foot. Shake your head. Nod your head no and yes. Make sure your neck is releasing all the tension, even your jaw while you're down here. And then inhale, sweeping it all the way up. Opening your elbows out to these cactus arms, lifting your heart. Inhale, arms coming up. And then at your side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, cactus arms. Now let's go ahead and interlace our hands all the way behind us. Interlace, draw your fingers together, extending your arms behind you. Shoulder blades come together and your heart lifts. Exhale, folding back forward, chest onto thighs. Your knuckles are going to reach for the sky. So wherever you are at this point is perfectly fine. So as we move through our yoga, we want to make sure that we are just feeling into our body. We're looking for feeling. We're not looking for a ultimate pose or ultimate goal or certain kind of flexibility. We just want to feel it. So you're getting a good shoulder stretch here, and your thighs are getting really nice and strong. Now let's extend our legs. Let our head draw towards the ground, and our knuckles reach away from our back. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Lift your right leg with you. Flex your foot. Shoulders are down. Extend your leg. So this hip is down. We want to make sure it's not hiking up. And bend your leg. Extend and bend. Now let's make a circle with that knee so it comes out to the side, down to the back, and up to the front. So we're going to get a little bit into the hips here, right? So our knee is what is making the circle. After a couple of those, go ahead and reverse it. So when our thigh is parallel, your knee will come to knee, come out, rotate, and come to the front. So we're just making a big hip circle here. Reach your arms high. It's going to help with that balance. After a couple of those, bring it to the center and plant it down. You can let your arms come to your side. You can shake it out, whatever you need. Inhale, your left leg is going to come up. Find that balance there for a second. Feel those toes on the right foot really rooting into the ground and working to keep that balance. And let your knee come out to the side and start to make those circles with that foot stays flexed the whole time so we keep an energy. In our fingers are still awake too. They're still alive. Keep making a couple circles, and then I want you to reverse it. So then we're going to go knee to knee, come out to the side and to the front. Do a couple of those. Don't think I forgot about the leg extension, which I totally did, but we're coming back to it. Meet it in the front. Inhale. Exhale, extend the leg. And then inhale, bring it in, and give it a couple extensions. Reach taller. Extend, reach taller. And plant the legs and shake it out. Shake it, shake it. Inhale. Let's bring that right knee up again. Right knee is going to come up. And then we're going to slowly move it to the back. We're moving into a crescent lunge. So you're going to step your way back. Keep this front knee super bent. Big inhale, heart comes up. Exhale, knee touches the ground. And then lift back up. And then knee touches the ground. Lift back up. One more time. Lift back up. Let's cactus those arms again. Let's interlace them behind our back and extend them just like we did in a forward fold. And then we're going to fold our chest over our front thigh. Releasing your neck. So our belly is drawing in to help us find our balance, but our thighs are also drawing in towards that midline, like they're magnetizing and squeezing together. Press your feet into the ground, lift your heart, come all the way up. Opening up to warrior two. Reach your arms away from each other. So I want this back arm to be awake and alive, because often we're looking this direction and we forget about what's going on back here. So energize it, reach for the back of your mat, reach both ways, bend a little bit more. Inhale, bring your arms together, extend your leg, and then reach all the way out to your triangle. Big inhale, exhale. You can look up or look down, pressing that back blade of your back foot into the ground. Inhale, back up, palms come together again, turning that back foot out, bending into that back leg, into our Skandasana. Ooh. Now we're going to keep our hands off the ground as best we can. If you need some support here, start with just your fingertips. And then we're going to press it back up. And then turning back into our warrior two. From warrior two, we're going to move into our crescent lunge again. Crescent lunge to warrior three. Slow motion. So don't bring that back foot up yet. Just bring it up to the tippy toes. Press into that front left leg. And then press up from there. So sometimes when we slow down our movement, it actually gets more challenging. So choose your hand placement. Rolling that right hip down. Right toes face the ground. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting all the way up. We're moving into a tree pose. So bring that foot to wherever you want it to be on your tree pose. That right foot presses into the left thigh, left calf, or you can kickstand it on the ground. If you want a little extra balance, I'm going to face you. All right. So here we are in our tree pose, pressing our standing foot into the ground, lifting our heart into our thumbs or up into the sky if your arms are up. Breathing, 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 always breathing. Now I'm going to come back to what we were talking about in the very beginning, which is what it feels like to have our eyes closed. So this is going to really ignite all the muscles in your feet, and your ego is going to have to step aside. So close your eyes, and you're going to feel your feet start working, but you're also going to notice that you just might fall over. That is totally fine and completely normal. We use our eyes quite a lot for our balance. So give it a laugh it off, fall down, come back to your tree pose. It's fine. It's a great challenge though, isn't it? Open your eyes, inhale, bring your knee up, exhale, fold forward. Let's see if we can reverse that. Inhale, left knee rises. Exhale, slowly stepping back into our lunge. Heart reaches up, hands reach up. Our knee is going to tap the ground 3 times. 1, just tap it and raise it up. 2, 3. Whoop. 3rd time's the charm. Big breath in. Let's bring our arms behind our back again. Interlace our fingers. Extend the arms. Lift the heart. Folding forward. Chest over thigh. Now if you want, you're moving into more of a humble warrior. You can plant that back heel. Move that right thigh away. Make space for your chest. Tuck that right hip in and get a little lower in this fold and shoulder stretch in this humble warrior. Big inhale, press your feet into the ground, reaching back up into your crescent lunge if you put that back heel down, opening up into warrior 2. So I'm going to turn and face you. Opening into warrior 2. Big breath in, bending deep, 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 and then bringing your palms together. Moving into triangle pose, reaching out, 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 and then revolving. You can use the back of that palm to press into the ankle or the shin to rotate that heart even more open. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale, bring it back up, palms together. Let's go back into warrior 2. Bend, big bend in that front knee. Inhale, palms together, coming down into our Skandasana. Whew. Our left leg is bent this time. So you can always just bring these little fingers to your fingers might be huge. These fingers to a little tent. There we go, like a tenting. So we're just kind of using our fingertips for balance. We're trying as best we can to keep all weight off of our hands. So it's a good challenge because then we're going to press into this leg, shoot ourselves all the way back up into warrior 2. Swinging around into our crescent. All right, now we're going to move into that warrior 3. So before we move, we're going to start to put all our weight into our right leg. Our back toes are going to come up, and then we're going to slowly float it up. So we really have to work and recruit all these muscles a little bit more. Roll that left hip down. It's a big challenge for me, bringing that hip down. Ooh, also looking around. You can use your block here. If you want, you can just put your fingers on the ground. But I encourage you to try to find your balance. Make that foot work. Make it really work. All those little muscles. Big inhale. Exhale, bring your knee up, finding your tree pose. So wherever you went on the other side with your leg placement, foot placement, choose the same on this side. All right. Press that foot into the thigh, lift the heart. You can put your hands in the same place you did before, or you're welcome to find different hand placement this time. Once you've got a good solid balance and you feel that foot rooted into the ground, close your eyes. Let's bring our awareness into all those little muscles. Let's increase our joy by laughing when we wiggle and wobble and fall, right? I mean, it's just yoga. It's not anything that serious. It's just a kind of an exploration of where we are today, and tomorrow might be different, and yesterday was different than today. Big inhale. Open your eyes, lift your knee, fold forward. Just hang out here for a sec. Big inhale, reach your arms up. Now, if you want your strap, we're going to move into dancer pose. So if you want your strap, grab your strap right now. But we're going to take this right leg, we're going to bend our heel towards our glute, and then we're going to grab the wrist. Grab the wrist, grab the ankle. It's the wrist of the leg. So let's go ahead and bring our knees together. Let's make sure this right hip is facing forward and not opening up. And lift your left arm right alongside your left ear. So first, bend this elbow and really bring your heel to your glute. Get the front stretch along your quad first. Continue to breathe, 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 breathe. And then as you move into dancer, right, you can have your strap around your foot and hold it. You start to press your foot into your hand and your hand into your foot as your foot comes away. Our arm is still up, so don't go anywhere just yet. Let's start to feel this stretch here, right? We feel it along our shoulder, which we've stretched, and our quad, which we just stretched. From here, if you want to go further, you can start to hinge forward in this standing leg hip and reach out in front of you. Finding that drishti, right? That focal point. If your vision is all over the place, your balance will also be all over the place. Got a hummingbird fight going on in my backyard. I got a new hummingbird feeder, and now we've got the most popular backyard in all the land. All right, gently and carefully bring your knees back together. Now, I challenge you to let go of this foot and keep that foot drawn to your thigh for a second. Ooh, mamacita. That's a lot. Big inhale. Exhale, you can fold, or you can just go to mountain pose. Inhale, we're going to take that left leg, bend that knee, ankle towards the glute, reaching back with the left hand, bringing the knees together, reaching the right hand alongside the thigh. Now bend that left elbow to draw, and maybe you even bring your hips forward just a little bit. You're going to feel that stretch along the front side of your thigh, your quadriceps. Really going to get a good stretch. Lift your heart. And then slowly start to press that foot into your hand into your foot. Reaching that shoulder, getting a good stretch in that left shoulder. Our right arm's still reaching up. When you're ready, you can start to reach forward, hinging at this right hip. You're always welcome to flip your grip and take it all the way back into a full dancer if you want to grab with both hands over your head. A couple breaths, focusing on that balance, and then coming all the way back up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Now I want you to separate your legs out so they're mat distance apart. Turn your toes out slightly, and we're going to come into a squat. So our hands are still not on the ground. Our elbows are pressing to the inside of our knees. Palms pressing together. Big inhale. And exhale. On the exhale, see if there's some tension you might be able to let go here. Give yourself 2 more big breaths. On the exhale, letting go of even more tension. And then slowly, carefully, and maybe not so gently, you plop back and sit down. All right. Start to rock back into your boat. You can have bent knees or straight. Reach that belly up towards those thighs, extending your spine as long as you want, wherever your range of mobility is today. Let's go ahead and interlace our hands like we've done before, right? And let's have a pointer finger pointing out. And let's just go from side to side for a couple times. We're going to go to the right and the left. Just touch the sides or reach for the sides. Drawing that core in towards the spine the whole time. Feeling that stretch along your back as you rotate. And then pause in the middle. And then go to a low boat or canoe. And just hold that for a second. Fingertips and toes reach far, far away. Shoulders stay up off the ground. And then come all the way down to your back. Oh, so good. Bend your knees and let them just rock side to side. In, extend your left leg. It over, keeping your right shoulder rooted. That's first and foremost, and then your right knee falls to wherever it falls. So if you want to block here, it's a block under that right knee. So when you drop it over, if it's kind of hanging out in space and that doesn't feel good, you can drop a block at any level, or a pillow or a blanket or whatever you've got, right? You can put it at any level to support that so that you can just fully relax in this twist. So we stood up the whole time, right? It was all standing, minus the boat pose, of course. And the yogi squat was still on our feet. So now it's about releasing, right? We stayed rooted and strong and let our muscles build all that strength. Now we're going to release the tension. Release it in your temples and your jaw and your throat. Big inhale, bring your knee back to center. Extend your right leg, bend your left knee. Cross your left knee over, keeping your left shoulder rooted into the ground, and let that other side of your spine get the nice long twist. Every exhale is an opportunity to tell your body that everything is okay, and just to let go. Let go of any remaining tension might be hanging out in there. Any worries, any gripping. Our exhale is there to tell us you can just take this stress out the door with you. You can just take that right out, and the exhale will just take it out. One of my favorite parts of practicing outside are the sounds and the smells and the feel. And today happens to be a little breezy, and we've got the hummingbird saga going on. And I love all the sounds that come with being outside. It is a very nice place to practice. I highly recommend it if you ever have the opportunity. Or you can just open your window, or you can put on an app with some sounds. Bring your knee back in to your chest. Extend your left leg. Set yourself up for Shavasana. It's time to do nothing. To let your body recharge, rest, not in that order, rest, then recharge. We'll do it in that order. So that you can go on with your day. Let your breathing be natural. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to put any effort forth. In fact, I ask that you not do anything. I ask that you really, really prioritize this part of your practice just as much as any other pose or movement that we did, because this is just as equally as important. And this is something we never give ourselves. We never give ourselves time to just rest and be. So take the next few moments to just be. Start to deepen your breath. Starting to add a little movement to your fingers and toes, maybe your hands, wrists, ankles. Start to get a little energy and a little life back in there. Start to give your body that full body stretch. Right arms up over the head, fingers to toes, reaching away from each other, feeling like alive and energized and ready to come back into the world. Roll over to your side. Make a little pillow with your arms. Sit in that fetal position with your knees tucked up for just a few breaths. So Shavasana means corpse pose, right? It's your corpse pose. So this rolling over into your fetal position is actually a symbol of like a rebirth after your yoga. That is actually so I've been taught. So think of this as your restart, right? You learned your lesson. You went through the process. The practice died. It's over. Now it's time for you to restart. Take what you learned from that experience and take it out into this life. Press yourself up with your eyes closed to a seated position. Place your hands on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your lungs breathing in and out. Feel the gratitude in your body for a moment to yourself, for movement, for someone in your life, for something that you do, for who you are, whatever you choose. Just feel that gratitude. Feel that life and that energy in your body, in your heartbeat, in your lungs, and your thoughts. With that gratitude, open your eyes. Take in this lovely world around you. Everything is possible. Anything is possible. Everything is right in front of you. I hope that you go about your day with some gratitude, love, joy, freedom in your heart and your spirit and the way you face the world today. Thank you so much. Peace out.